Hello and welcome to the Secret Wealth Project. I'm Matt. Hope you're doing all right. So I thought I'd make this quick video because it's quite interesting actually. As you know, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Amazon. Oftentimes more hate than love, but I do appreciate the fact that they do allow people to sell on their platform and they do get a lot of things right. I just get a bit obsessed with the things they get wrong. Anyway, when they first brought out their Repricer, the free Repricer, I was like, wow, this is a game changer. At the time, most Repricers, if I remember right, was quite expensive compared to now. Like the commercial Repricers have probably had to reduce the prices as Amazon released a free one, and it probably took the lower end of the market out. Now, if you're a professional seller with thousands of SKUs and stuff, you're still going to want to have a proper Repricer. And the Amazon one probably isn't going to be heavy duty enough for you. Having said that, if you've got maybe 100 SKUs or less, then there's an argument there for saying that Amazon's free Repricer is probably all you'll need. Having said that, obviously look at your own business and judge them on their own merits and stuff. A good Repricer can pay for itself many times over. I'm just saying, like, focus on the sourcing as you're a small seller. Maybe 100 units is probably too high. But like if you've got 20 SKUs in or something like that, you probably don't need a paid Repricer. Unless it makes sense for you and your business. Obviously, I'm not saying hard and fast rules here. But I got an email just now and I thought it might be worth making a quick video on Amazon's Repricer because they've just introduced a new change. Now, I was excited at first. I thought, oh, when I first saw the email and I clicked through, I was like, oh, this is big, this is big. They've actually like brought their Repricer into the real world and kind of done the, not just the price droppy thing, but the price increasey thing. Well, I just thought it was just going to get a little bit more sophisticated based on what I read. But let's take a look anyway. So I've had a little look. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this somewhere. But if we scroll down, so here's their free Repricer. Get to it from pricing, and then you go to automate pricing. But basically, like, it's simple as define rule parameters, choose SKUs, set minimum and maximum, start repricing. So what type of rules do you want to create? And I think this is what's just been added. I'm not sure, based on sales units. Okay, so before I think it just standard works like this. So you know, you'd call it something match buy box. You'd call that as your rule. Then price you want to compare to, buy box price, and then you could match the buy box price. That's it. Done. Sorted. Stay, or what some people like to do, stay above the buy box price by a specified amount, because then that kind of helps to kind of maintain margins somewhat by not getting into some price wars. So some people like to do that, and you still usually get some rotation into the buy box, even with your price being a little bit higher. That's how I understand it. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments down below, or if you can expand upon that, let us know, because it helps the secret soldiers. So more than welcome to hear your comments on it. But let's say stay above the buy box price by a specific amount, so 1 penny there. That would keep you slightly above the buy box price and prevent most repricers from trying to aggressively attack you. Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm going to call them idiots because I do think it's idiotic, but some idiots like set up the repricers to like reprice 10% below buy box price or something. I think they don't understand what margins are in business, but it's not for me to comment on their pricing strategies, only that I think it's idiotic. Having said that, your business, your choice, you do what you want to do, but this avoids repricing wars somewhat and should still get you some rotation into the buy box. So you might not do 1 penny above, you might do more. And then you can choose the which type of offers you want to compare it to. All offers on Amazon for the same ASIN and condition, or you can choose whatever. Do you want to compare prices do you want to compare with prices that are outside Amazon? No. Why would I do that? So yeah, so you could set up 1 penny. You could call it 1 penny above, or 1 cent if you're in the US, at 1 cent above buy box price. That could be your rule, and that's what that would look like. So this is what I believe they just added based on sales units. So how do you want to name this rule? We'll call it, I don't know, call it test rule for the sake of this video. And then, right, so when do you want to lower your price? If sales are below X units. So I'm not sure exactly how this works, but I think, and again, you might have to correct me, but and I'm just bringing it to your attention so you can check it out. I'm not saying this is a hard and fast tutorial on how to use this. I'm just saying this is just dropped in my inbox. I thought I'd make a video about it just in case you missed it or you don't know what's what or something, and then you can take a look at this and see how it works. But if sales are below 5 units, then decrease price by 0.01p, okay, or maybe you decrease price by 50p, or maybe you decrease the price by £1. And you could do a percentage as well. So you could do percentage. So you would go, maybe you decrease the price by 1% or 5% or whatever. So how often do you want to run this rule? So once every 30 days. So if sales are below 5 units, so what I think this probably means, in fact, here we go. Yeah, that's right. So if sales are less than 5 units in that time period, then decrease the price by 5% until the minimum price has been reached. So part of the problem with Amazon's Repricer and why it's not quite as good as the other repricers, or one of the issues, is that they're very downy. So they're very quick to decrease the prices on everything, and that's what Amazon want. Amazon want you to decrease your prices so they maintain dominance as the lowest priced platform. They still get their cut, whatever you price at, but obviously if you price too low, you might not get your cut, you might not get your margin. So think carefully before you use these kind of tools. But I suppose if you have a plan of, I don't know, maybe your margins are 30%, okay? So let's say, like, let me show you a practical application of this. 30% margins rule. That's not the best name. But let's say your typical lowest end margin is 30%, and that's what you're willing to accept. If your sales, let's say you're expecting your product to be, they're all fast sellers, so you're expecting, I don't know, you're hoping for maybe, let's just say 10 sales a month. So if sales are less than 9 units per month, then a month later, decrease by 10%. In fact, that will decrease the price by 10%. So you've got to be careful because this is price and not margin. If you've got 30% margins, decreasing your price by 10% would decrease your margin by way more than 10%. So be careful with this, guys. You know, be careful with this. And obviously, this is going to apply to all SKUs you apply it to. So I see what Amazon are doing with this, but as usual, Amazon haven't implemented it in the best way. All they care about is you decreasing your price at all costs. But yeah, so basically you could potentially go, I mean, you could do it this way. You could do it, not 30% margins. You could do one penny per day rule. This could be more interesting. So if sales are below 1 unit per day, then decrease the price by, that's £1, decrease the price by 1 penny. So I'm trying to give you examples out of how this might work in the real world. And I mean, it's kind of cool. It's cool that you're getting extra functionality, but it's kind of not cool in that it's usual Amazon's kind of sledgehammer approach to something that possibly needs some fine needlework. But yeah, you can see this just gives you a little bit more automation on your price. So you could say, so once every 1 day, if sales are less than 1 unit in that period, decrease the price by 1 penny until the minimum price has been reached. So, okay, so basically you set your minimums, and then this will decrease the price every 1 day by the amount you've set there. Yeah, so you could do it every 7 days. So you could say every week, if sales are below 1 sale a week, or maybe 2 sales a week, then decrease the price by 50 cents. 50 pence, sorry, or decrease the price by 1%. And then what it'll have the effect of doing is over time decreasing your prices to reach your minimum to maintain that sales velocity somewhat and get rid of your stock and sell through it. So interesting little addition. Let me know. I mean, I've thought about this as I've created this video for you guys. So I've not really had time to exactly think about how it might work in your business, but I'm sure with a little bit of mulling over and with a little bit of playing, you'll be able to find practical applications for how this might work for your business. If you do, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. Maybe this is more exciting than I'm initially thinking it is. I mean, I had an initial burst of excitement thinking, oh, Amazon have created a good repricer. And then I realized, nah, it's not quite like that. I mean, it's cool. It's different. You know, it's a bit of extra automation, but it probably won't apply to everybody's business. But maybe it does yours. Comment down below. What do you think to this new change? Is it any good? Is it not any good? Talk to me. Tell me what you think. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more videos like this, give me a thumbs up. If you've got any thoughts on it, comment down below. Hit that little bell button and the subscribe button. Hit the little bell notification button. And yeah, if you've not joined the Secret Wealth Project Facebook group, then you should. We talk about Amazon. We talk about Shopify. We talk about retail arbitrage. We talk about private label, selling on eBay, private label. We're talking about a bit of property. We're talking about all kinds of things, information products, the lot. So it's a cool community filled with cool people. If you're not already a member, you definitely need to be a member. It's not like most other groups where they allow squabbles and fighting. We don't allow that. It's positive mindset only people. It's only people that want to add to each other's businesses, not take away from it. So yeah, you should definitely be a member of it. It's free. There's over 18,000 people in that group as well now. So get yourself in there. If you're not in there, you're missing out. Even if you're not on Facebook, I mean, I don't use Facebook for Facebook, but I use it for business. It's a great tool, and just being part of these groups is amazing. So thanks for watching. I'm Matt. This has been the Secret Wealth Project. I'll speak to you in the next video. Goodbye.